Hi, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Culturally Sarawak, a show where we will be discovering the variety of aspects of traditional musical instruments that we have here in our beautiful Sarawak. My name is Lofrine, and you'll be joining me for another fun and educational episode. So keep watching and stick around. And in this episode, we will be looking at an instrument of the Chinese community that has been around for many generations, here to showcase the Chinese flute. Mr. Bong, with us right here on the set of Culturally Sarawak. How are you?
I'm good, Lofrine.
That's good. I'm doing okay as well. Oh, for our viewers out there, can you introduce yourself?
Okay, my name is Bong Foo Yong. I'm the conductor of Oriental Traditional Orchestra Kuching and also a woodwind player in the orchestra.
I see. What have you brought with us here today?
Today I brought here is a type of woodwind instrument, a Chinese instrument. We call it Dizi.
Dizi.
Yeah, we call it Dizi.
I just hope I say that correctly. What are the traditional melodies and, in its sense, its roots and origin?
Okay, the origin of this instrument is come from China, and it melody is mostly is pentatonic melodies, which although the instrument is built in the diatonic scales, but the melodies is mostly is in pentatonic.
Pentatonic, and
Yeah.
it also depends on the size of the instrument as well, right?
Yes.
That's really beautiful, and yeah, I really like how all of them look like. How many do you have?
I have seven.
You have seven.
Yeah.
This is only 4 of the instrument that he has. So what made you decide to pick up this instrument up instead of other traditional musical instruments?
Okay, when I know this instrument is when I was 14, I joined the Chinese orchestra SMK Green Road, where my sister brought me in, and she was a erhu player by that time, and that time there are so many instruments that I don't really know about this, and they introduced me about this woodwind instrument, and I pick it up.
I see. So your sister as
Yeah.
well play musical instrument.
Yes.
So it runs in the family as well.
Yeah.
I see. And who and what inspired you to learn the instrument?
By the starting time is I saw their performance in the school, the Chinese orchestra performance in the school, and I was like, wow, that is so nice. And by that time, my sister introduced me, then I started to be more interested in it. Yeah, and I joined my seniors, I joined the friends from outside, from the other school. Yeah.
I see. So you have friends from other school that plays the musical instrument as well.
Yeah, because in Kuching we have many schools that have Chinese orchestra, such as Zhonghua Number School, and then Kuching High, and now we have the St. Joseph Private School, also have the Chinese orchestra.
I see.
Yeah.
That's really awesome. And how long did it take you to master this instrument?
I started learning this is when I was 14 until I finished my Form 6 in SMK Green Road. Then I continued my studies in university. I stopped by that time for 3 to 4 years, and then I come back here and I continue learn again.
I see. So it's been quite many years,
Yeah.
as you say.
Yeah.
I see. And I think a lot of us, including the viewers out there, would be interested to know, can it be integrated with modern music?
Yes, what we call is the contemporary music, which we can play the contemporary music like the modern song, the drama songs. Yeah.
The drama songs.
Yeah.
I see. And it's a really flexible musical instrument as well.
Yes.
That's fantastic. Do you write your own tunes? And if so, what inspires your process?
Okay, I do write music and I love arrangement because I finished my music degree in UMS, and when I talk to the talent players in Kuching in Malaysia, and I found there's a lot of ways to writing the music, especially for the pentatonic instruments.
I see. And so you studied in UMS, is it?
Yeah.
And is it majoring in music?
Yeah, I'm majoring in, actually I'm majoring in saxophone. Yeah, but in UMS we do cover composition, we do cover arrangement, and so on. Yeah, all type of music, theories, history.
I find it really interesting, and we have a lot more to talk about. But before that, we'll go on a short break, so don't go anywhere. This is Culturally Sarawak. Welcome back to Culturally Sarawak with me, Lofrine, and also Mr. Bong to talk about the Chinese flute. Now let's talk about challenges.
Okay.
And what are some of the personal challenges you face in practicing this musical instrument?
Actually, we are lack of teacher who teach this instrument in a higher grade, because mostly our teacher here is they can teach the higher grade, but the newest skills, they develop the skills. We are lack of the teacher from the Singapore, from the China. Yeah.
So those who are the industry would consider as experts, they need more. We need more of them here, basically.
Yeah, and we need those who go for further study in China. Actually, we have a graded exam for the Chinese instrument. Yeah, it's an international one, and they do further their study in China, and many of them not coming back to Sarawak.
I see. So
Yeah.
they
maybe study there and they starting working there. Yeah.
So most of them don't come here to teach.
Yeah.
I see. So you've been learning this for quite a lot of years. What keeps you going?
Actually, I think it's my friends and the support from my family. Yeah, because there are a lot of people, Chinese, they learn this instrument starting from their secondary, and I met a lot of friends who now in different industry, and yeah, they're still playing these instruments.
I see. It's a way for you to keep in touch and also keep the community close together as well. And in today's landscape, Mr. Bong, what do you think of the acceptance of this musical instrument in Sarawak?
I think the Chinese instrument is not so popular compared to the other instrument in Sarawak, such as if we know is the sape, yeah, the suling, and for the Chinese instrument is not so popular. Yeah.
And it also we need more exposure on this kind of musical instrument as well from the community. So what is the biggest problem faced by the Chinese flute, do you think, in Sarawak?
The Chinese flute. Chinese flute in Sarawak. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think is because we only can buy this is from China or from other country, because we are seldom we don't have we don't do it here. I think it's we don't make it here. Yeah, we don't make it here.
I see.
Yeah, so we have to go for the difficulties to buy the good qualities one. Yeah, to bring it back to Malaysia, bring it back to Sarawak.
I see. So the music dealers
Yeah.
in Kuching would actually import these musical instruments.
Yeah, there are a few of music center in Kuching. They do import from China, such as Shangyi Music Center or Kenway Music House. Yeah, they do have all these instruments. Yeah, so we have to buy from them.
I see. It in a way, we're still lucky that these music dealers are still importing the musical instruments as well from China. Yeah, in promoting local culture and music to global stage, what do you think the support that one would need as a musician?
I think first of all is the financial problem. Yeah, they have to get through all those because when they go out perform, they go other country perform, they need the financial to support them. Yeah.
The financial, basically, it's a problem with not just the Chinese musical instrument, but also traditional musical instrument players as well in our community. So yeah, I agree with that, the financial fundings as well. In what way do you think modern music contribute to the decline of this instrument in our community?
I think it is the good way where the traditional instrument play the modern music, because nowadays the younger generation, they do listen to the modern music more than the traditional music. So where they can starting to know about these instruments, they can from the modern music, and this instrument also can play in those like the drama music, or the fusion music. They can be done also.
I like that because we also hear traditional musical instrument of the Chinese community in dramas as well, and I find that very, very interesting as well. But before we continue our discussion, we will be taking another short break, but do stick around, sit tight, because we'll have a special performance by none other than Mr. Bong right after the break, so stay tuned. You're tuning in to Culturally Sarawak with me, Lofrine, and also Mr. Bong, as we discuss on this amazing instrument of the Chinese community, the Chinese flute. And Mr. Bong, do you have any last words for our viewers out there?
Okay, for those who like to know more about the Chinese instrument, especially Dizi, and maybe they want to learn these instruments, they can look for Oriental Traditional Orchestra Kuching, or they can go for Shangyin Music Center in Kuching. Yeah, they do teach these instruments, all the Chinese traditional instruments.
Thank you, Mr. Bong, for taking the time off to join us for this particular episode, and I wish you all the best for your future endeavors as well. And that's all we have for this episode of Culturally Sarawak. Follow us at TVS TV My on Instagram and at me on Instagram as well. If you have a musical instrument you want to showcase, or maybe it's your own traditional musical instrument, or maybe you want to show us your musical talent, just post it up with the hashtag Culturally Sarawak. I look forward to interacting with each and every single one of you. So, here to perform with the Chinese flute, here's Mr. Bong. I'm your host, Lofrine, and see you on the next episode of Culturally Sarawak.